What the heck is going on with the condo market? Stay tuned to this week's episode of Prime Property for a 2019 update on what the lay of the land is. I promise you, it'll be worth it. Good day, Toronto! Welcome to another episode of Prime Property. So glad you could join us here. Our team is gearing up for the spring market very soon, so stay tuned for some upcoming launches and other opportunities down the pipeline. But before we hit the spring market, I thought I'd do a 2019 update specifically for condos, as this property type has become the new entry-level product for first-time home buyers and investors. This is why it's very important that we keep an eye on the condo market. This is especially true because the condo market works completely different from how the freehold is. It's literally a tale of two markets. If you want to learn more about that, I made a video about it a few weeks ago. I'll put a link in the description below so you can go check it out there. Now, while you're there, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the Prime Property channel. It helps spread the word out there so that it helps us, and specifically me, continue making content for you guys out there. Now, more often than not, culturally, we're all quick one-sentence summary of everything. When you read the media headline, they're always negative, and most people don't read the entire article because we don't have time and they take the headline for fact. Sometimes I am guilty of that too. So, if you're only to consume real estate information by reading headlines, you would think the world is crashing right now. That is the entire market going to go for a huge dip. However, if you only look at condos, it's a completely different story because it is the condo market that is actually keeping the entire real estate market afloat right now. Now, below are Treb's 2018 fourth quarter report specifically for condos. I've changed the formatting a bit so it's a lot more easily digestible because the information before is a little bit hard to read, and I'll blow this up for you guys right now. First thing I'm going to start off the bat is Toronto basically makes up 70% of the condo sales. Obvious. That's because freehold is too expensive for people in Toronto right now. To live in Toronto, condos are essentially your only option. Very soon this will happen in other surrounding areas. Many developers are building in the urban centers of these other regions now, such as downtown Mississauga, downtown Markham, downtown Vaughan. Emphasis on the downtown areas, as these cities will have downtown. The key statistic I want to point out to you is the declining number of sales from 2017 to 2018 in the major downtown cores that have huge condo nodes like the ones we spoke about earlier. However, the prices are all up. Toronto, Mississauga more specifically is up more than 8% and sales are down 12%. Trade interesting. Now, the prices are up because there's a demand for downtown entry condo and the lack of supply in that area. The sales are down due to a combination of lack of supply, which is listings, and buyer confidence in the market right now. Yes, those negative one-sentence liners do affect the market. If you personally ask me, this is the time to be looking for investment properties as there's less competition and you can actually negotiate. Most people ultimately want to own their home, and if you can only afford under $800,000, the condo market is really all you're looking at if you want to stay in the GTA. Maybe you'll get lucky in the far reaches for like a condo town or a semi. Now, my outlook for Toronto has always been in 10 years, you'll make money, but be prepared for a dip at some point it happens. That's why it's imperative if you're investing, buy a property that cash flows. Don't just bank on appreciation. If you're looking for cash flow opportunities, our team puts up turnkey opportunities with guaranteed rent for our clients. To stay up to date, make sure to subscribe to the mail links in the description below. Link down there. Now, let's take a look at the rental numbers. Again, stats from Treb, I'll blow this up for you. First thing I'll divert your attention to is the months of inventory. This is MOI for short. We're at a ridiculously low 1.7 months of inventory in the fourth quarter, which tends to be the slowest for rentals. This means if we get no new listings in less than 2 months, we're going to run out of supply. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a hot market. Now, look at the entry-level condos for rent. Increased in leased units, a jump of almost 10% in price. That's pretty great if you're an investor. Again, this is the slowest quarter of the year. The increase in leased units is basically how quickly the market is absorbing all these new condos being built from the last few years. There have been a lot less listings outside of those new condos because since rent control has come into place, it's disincentivized tenants from actually moving up, so therefore less listings. Now, with a massive amount of tech companies coming to Toronto and opening offices where essentially all the condos are, plus the ridiculous six-figure starting salary these companies pay, guys, I don't have a crystal ball, but my spidey senses tell me we'll continue to see prices and rental rates increase. I honestly think in the next 10 years, you'll either own real estate in Toronto or be renting for the rest of your life. Which side you guys want to be on the next 10 years? Up to you. Until next time, guys, happy real estate.